Tonight, Finance Minister Dr. Tuforsing unveils Ghana's first accelerated national reserve accumulation policy to increase international reserves to 15 months import cover by the year 2028.
Now, also coming up tonight, Ghanaians may have to wait another year to join the 5G ecosystem following revised timelines announced by Sector Minister Sam George.
Partial rail freight services on the Western Railway line set to resume in June.
Later in business news, fuel price projected to increase for first pricing window of March as petrol and diesel expected to rise slightly while LPG may decline.
We'll bring you some international news as Zimbabwe rejects U.S. health deal that would have provided $367 million in funding over 5 years because of Washington's demand for sensitive data. Welcome to the program. We're live also on all our social media platforms at TV3 Ghana. Join us there. Let's get interactive and settle for the details now.
In our very first story, the Finance Minister, Dr. Tuforsing, has unveiled Ghana's first accelerated national reserve accumulation policy to increase international reserves to 15 months import cover by the year 2028. The minority kicked against a proposal to approve the policy by Thursday, saying it is not enthused by the projected gains outlined in it. Christian Yale reports.
This policy will be anchored on the operations of the Ghana Gold Board, and it is geared towards raising an estimated 8.6 months of import cover by the end of 2026. The Finance Minister, Dr. Tuforsing, is of the view that it would help to shore up Ghana's external reserves and protect the country against future volatilities.
To strengthen Ghana's resilience to economic shocks, Cabinet has approved the Ghana Accelerated National Reserve Accumulation Policy. The policy represents Ghana's strategic plan to strengthen external resilience by increasing the nation's international reserve equivalent of 15 months of import cover by end 2028. So, Speaker, this policy is anchored on the objectives of the Ghana Gold Board Act, Act 1140, which mandates the Ghana Gold Board to generate foreign exchange for the country and support gold reserves accumulation by the Bank of Ghana.
He accused the Akufo-Addo government of excess borrowing from the Eurobond market as well as other external facilities, which resulted in about $2.5 billion debt the country is still servicing.
In the last 8 years, the Bank of Ghana has relied on swaps, sale and buybacks, and other short-term facilities to build reserves. This has been done at a very high cost. Between 2018 and 2021, Ghana again relied heavily on external borrowings to support reserve buildup. A total of $11 billion and 25 million United States dollars was borrowed through Eurobonds by government from the Eurobond market during the period. This came at a very high cost, ranging from 7.6% and 9.6% per annum. In total, Mr. Speaker, Eurobond borrowed between 2018 and 2021 to support reserve buildup costed the taxpayer about 2.5 billion United States dollars in interest payment alone. Right, Honorable Speaker, it should be noted that Ghana is still servicing this debt following the end 2022 debt default. The Speaker, in 2026 alone, Ghana is required to pay 1.5 billion United States dollars in debt servicing due to this Eurobond debt.
As part of implementing this measure, the Finance Minister announced that the Ghana Gold Board would sign a memorandum of understanding with the Bank of Ghana to ensure that all forex generated from this policy are sold solely by the central bank. But the minority is not so enthused about the projected outcomes from this policy. They maintain that the Akufo-Addo government started earlier reserve programs that stabilized the cedi.
We are not interested in its economic finance minister must know that this house is not interested in his new theories. And you come and sit here and say, macro, nebedi. Macro, nebedi. Ghanaians cannot afford electricity. You should know this. These are the things you should introduce policies for reform. How to reform the energy sector. You are not doing that. You come here and say, macro. I will not commend you for doing this.
It is expected that the House would debate and approve this policy on Thursday before the delivery of the State of the Nation address by the President on Friday. Christian Yale, TV3 News, Parliament.
And now attention turns to the state of the nation because security analyst Professor Kwesi Ening has called on President John Dramani Mahama to focus on reassurance and strategic direction as he prepares to deliver his State of the Nation address on Friday. In an interview with Evelyn Tengma assessing the president's performance 1 year into his term, Professor Ening said while the country's overall security situation has improved since December 2024, significant threats remain, both internal and external.
Professor Kwesi Ening noted that the proliferation of illegal arms and increasing attacks on security personnel remain major concerns and urged government to intensify efforts to retool and equip statutory security agencies to undertake sustained arms collection exercises. He said the president does not need to outline specific military operations in his address. Instead, he should provide broad assurances.
Overall, the security has improved. We live in a dangerous environment. Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, northern Togo are all creating problems for us in terms of either terrorists or violent extremists, seeking to recuperate in our country and all that. So this is a collective effort, and the president needs to give us some signals of hope. I am quite confident. I don't sleep at night frightened that something is going to happen now.
Professor Ening added that President Mahama's leadership style, which he described as trusting and empowering, has already led to greater assertiveness within the police, military and other security agencies.
We are beginning to see the president's style of governance creating space for his ministers to be assertive and to take decisions. And I think we are seeing it in the security field also, in which the notion of national security is not so boisterous, intimidating, intrusive, and that type of security management creates confidence. It allows we as citizens to be trusting and respectful of those who protect us.
Touching on internal instability, Professor Ening said the protracted conflict in Boko demonstrates the need for a deeper understanding of the drivers of violence and stressed the need for authorities to intensify and address the incentives sustaining violence.
Boko was the first place the president went to. Subsequent to that, the Inspector General of Police went there. His armored vehicle was shot at. We need to disaggregate who the actors are, what their interests are, how we can use incentives and disincentives to bring them around the table.
According to him, the key message Ghanaians need to hear in the president's message to the nation is one of steady leadership, professional security management, and collective responsibility in safeguarding peace. Evelyn Tengma, TV3 News, Accra.
And in the Ashanti region, residents say they are looking forward to specific commitments. Our correspondent Ibrahim Abubakar has been speaking to residents and has more.
From the bustling trading hub of Kumasi to its industrial enclaves and farming communities, residents say this year's address must go beyond rhetoric. They want practical solutions. At Swami Magazine, widely regarded as the largest artisan hub in West Africa, spare parts dealers, mechanics, and small-scale manufacturers say they are looking forward to hearing policies that will stimulate growth and ease the cost of doing business.
We want to hear something about our taxes. Before the elections, we met the president. He gave us assurance that he's going to do something about our duties at the ports. And actually, we presented the duties we were paying by then to him. It was there that he promised that he's going to give us the fixed rate. We didn't hear anything about it in the first budget. The second budget came and nothing has been heard about it. Going forward, we want to hear something from the government because despite the fact that the dollar is falling, duties remain high at our ports.
Residents are also raising concerns about stalled and delayed road projects within Kumasi and surrounding districts. They are expecting clear updates and completion timelines.
There are a lot of bad roads in Kumasi. Look at the fantastic main road. I mean, go to the small, like everywhere in Kumasi, the roads are bad generally.
It will be abandoned, and it's got a serious negative on our businesses. And in terms of our health, it's also, I mean, you see that this dust that we are inhaling, it's also have very negative effect on our health.
Unemployment remains a pressing issue despite ongoing government interventions. Some residents say they expect clearer, more targeted strategies for job creation and entrepreneurship support.
We still have a lot of youth unemployed, and it's an issue. And I believe that if the president is going to put his foot down for this youth employment issue, I believe it's going to help.
In farming communities across the region, cocoa farmers and food crop producers say they are hoping for improved access to markets.
As the government has promised to pass a bill for cocoa farmers so that we will get automatic price adjustment, we want to hear something about that.
Political analysts note that the Ashanti region plays a strategic role in national politics, making expectations here particularly significant ahead of every state of the nation's address.
We need to also look into how the fight of Galamsey, where we have reached so far with it. We have to remind the president that this was basically one of the key issues that brought the previous regime down. And we will be much interested to see him emphasizing on that and more of like reassuring Ghanaians about what is ahead, what he intends to do to really hold the bull by the horn.
As the president prepares to address Parliament, residents in the Ashanti region say they are looking for clear timelines, measurable commitments, and policies that directly impact their daily lives. Ibrahim Abubakar, TV3 News, Kumasi.
And still on national concerns, this time a crisis in our healthcare system. Ghana is once again confronting a painful phrase in its healthcare system, no-bed syndrome. The renewed national outrage follows the death of a 29-year-old hit-and-run victim who reportedly was denied admission at 3 major hospitals in Accra because there were no available beds. Was this a case of negligence, systematic failure, or both? And what must change to prevent another tragedy? My colleague Grace Amwajiman, she finds out in this explainer.
On February 6, 2026, 29-year-old engineer Charles Emisa was involved in a hit-and-run accident near the Kwame Nkrumah Circle overpass in Accra. Emergency responders arrived and stabilized him, but the ambulance was unable to secure immediate admission at 3 major facilities: Police Hospital, Greater Accra Regional Hospital, commonly known as RIDGE, and the Teaching Hospital. Each facility reportedly cited lack of bed space. After being transferred between facilities for nearly 3 hours, he went into a cardiac arrest and later died. His death has since triggered a national debate about emergency care in Ghana with a lot of unanswered questions. Was there truly no bed available? Could temporary stabilization have been done while arrangements were made? Was there a breakdown in communication between facilities? Or is Ghana's healthcare system simply overstretched? No-bed syndrome is a term used in Ghana to describe situations where critically ill or injured patients are denied admission because hospitals say they have no available beds. But some health experts say it is not only about beds. Professor Titus Kofi Beyo is a former General Secretary of the Ghana Medical Association and is currently the Member of Parliament for Lambusie.
The most disappointing part is that no bed could simply mean that the staff are not willing to work. A shift is about to end and someone is not willing to admit a new patient and do all the documentation, so turn the patient away. No bed could mean that the doctor is afraid to work or is tired and feels that if he touch that patient and the patient pass away, duty of care is established legally because he has touched the patient. So see no evil. May I stand on this to appeal to my colleague health workers. Look at that next patient, that it could be you, it could be your father, it could be your mother.
Elsewhere, by law, emergency cases are supposed to be treated first, regardless of payment or status, and defaulting attracts sanctions. Critics say poor coordination between facilities, weak referral systems, and what some describe as a breakdown in emergency response protocols are all to blame. A number of investigations have been sanctioned from the Health Facilities Regulatory Agency, HIFRA, the Ministry of Health, the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, leading to the interdiction of 4 health workers of Kolebu Teaching Hospital and the Speaker of Parliament. Health experts are recommending real-time bed tracking systems, stronger referral coordination, expanded ICU and emergency capacity, and clearer accountability mechanisms. Others are also calling for a legally binding Emergency Care Act with enforceable penalties for non-compliance. Christian Maum Hesse is a private legal practitioner who also specialized in cases of medical negligence.
We would also look at the manuals. We would also look at what Ghana Health Service provides, Ghana Health, Ministry of Health, because they have policies on emergency.
Right.
But we need Ghana Health Service or Ministry of Health needs to pass an Emergency Medical Treatment and Labor Act, just as in the U.S., so to deal and to oblige health institutions to deal with emergency, not by ethical matters, but on policy matters, but as a matter of law.
Okay.
It must be a reform and it must be now.
The phrase snowbird syndrome has become more than a medical terminology. It has become symbolic of public frustration with access to health care, and for many Ghanaians, the question is simple. In a life or death emergency, should the absence of a hospital bed ever determine who lives or who dies? Grace Hamuajiman, TV3 News, Accra.
Let's now go to the Western region, and barring any challenges, partial rail freight services will resume on the Western Railway line from June this year. The Chief Executive Officer of the Railway Development Authority, Dr. Frederick Apo, made this disclosure during a working visit to the Western region to, among other things, assess the progress of work on the rail line. Irama Smith has more.
In the past, rail transport was the lifeline of the Western region, as it enabled the easy movement of both goods and services, sparing the roads of heavy cargo. Unfortunately, the deterioration of the rail service has been a major setback to the economy, as roads built deteriorate within short periods. It therefore comes as a relief that partial rail freight will resume in June, as Amandi Construction extends the 32-kilometer rail line, which would have ended at Benso, to 40 kilometers at Esioso near Takwa. This will enable the movement of manganese and bauxite to the Takoradi Harbour. CEO of the Railways Development Authority, Dr. Frederick Apo, on a 2-day working visit to the Western region to assess progress of work, among other things, was assured by the Railway Molds System RMS manufacturing the sleepers that they were on course to produce 5,000 pieces by April.
Now, sleepers that used to be imported are being produced locally, so we are helping with the import substitution agenda, and we are also providing jobs for the community.
Dr. Frederick Apo, who was happy with the state of affairs, reiterated that all is set for partial rail freight by June.
And we have cross-subsidy, which means that you have a cargo which is working, and the cargo, of course, doesn't need subsidy from the government because it can make its own money, and you then use the revenue output from the cargo to subsidize the passenger service that we are operating. So that is what we are aiming for by June this year.
Meanwhile, the Western Regional Minister Joseph Nelson has welcomed the transfer of load. Dr. Apo also paid a courtesy call on the paramount chief of Isikado traditional area, Nana Kobnan Ketia V, and met with the leadership of the School of Railways and Infrastructure Development UMAT at Isikado. Eroma Smith, TV3 News, Western Region.
Let's do some other stories tonight. And Ghana's wait to become a player within the 5G eco space may have to be extended for a year more. That is after revised timelines by the Sector Minister Sam George for the rollout to coincide with Ghana's 70th anniversary celebrating. There's more in this report.
The 5G spectrum was expected to have taken off in 2024 by the then Minister of Communication. However, despite the launch, its actual implementation has delayed. With the world embracing newer technology in the ever-growing digital space, Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, Sam George says Ghana's rollout of the 5G spectrum will be ready before the country's next independence. Speaking during the 30th anniversary launch for the National Communication Authority, Sam George outlined government's plans to ensure the penetration of 5G networks.
The decision has been taken to remove the current exclusivity mandate for the sole license holder and offer spectrum resources to the market through a national competitive bidding process, enabling network-led rollout of 5G technology. This decision does not cancel the wholesale model. It simply provides multiple options for our market players. Our vision is to achieve 70% 5G population coverage by the 70th independence and celebration of our beloved nation next year.
On digital inclusion, Board Chair of the National Communication Authority, Mavis Araba Ampa, called for increased participation for women in the digital space.
Inclusion must mean more than signal coverage. It must mean ubiquitous and reliable access, high quality of service, affordability, network resilience, and user experience that enables meaningful participation in the digital economy. But true digital inclusion is also about influence. It is about who sits at the decision-making table. And let me emphasize that it requires greater representation of women and other underrepresented groups in policy formulation, regulation, and corporate leadership.
In more news tonight, the Minister of Energy and Green Transition, Dr. John Abdullahi Jinapor, says an impartial investigation will be conducted to determine the root cause of the rapidly depleting units on prepaid electricity meters. He added that if the meters are found to be faulty, replacement will begin immediately.
Amid numerous complaints from users that their meters are rapidly depleting units, the Minister for Energy and Green Transition, Dr. John Abdullahi Jinapor, has directed the Electricity Company of Ghana and the Northern Electricity Distribution Company to look into the issue and submit a report within 7 days.
We need to investigate it first. It's too early to jump into conclusion that the meters have been tampered with. So I've tasked the team to do the investigation, let them do the investigation, impartial one, so that when they bring the report, we'll have an informed information and then we'll make an informed decision.
Speaking at the commissioning of the MBH meter manufacturing factory, Dr. John Abdullahi Jinapor said that if investigations reveal consumers have been overcharged, compensation will be provided.
Once we conduct the investigation, assuming some meters are faulty, we have to replace them immediately because you must put the right meter. And if it turns out that people have overpaid, we have to find a way of compensating them. But like I said, it's just too early. Let us conduct the investigation. Fortunately, we have a very good working relationship with the PURC. So the PURC, the Energy Commission, the Ministry, and all the agencies under me are working together. We'll make sure that we get to the bottom of this matter and resolve it in a fair and impartial manner.
Let's now talk politics first to the camp of the opposition, the NPP. And former Subian Member of Parliament Eugene Boakye has declared his intention to vie for the General Secretary position of the New Patriotic Party. He says his vision is anchored on a strong sense of duty and a firm resolve to unite party members ahead of the 2028 general elections.
Accompanied by former Ewutu Senya West MP George Nenyi Anda, former Santi Akim North MP and Apia Kubi, and other party supporters, the former Subin lawmaker paid courtesy calls on founding members and key personalities of the party to officially notify them of his intention to contest the General Secretary position when nominations open. The delegation first visited former President John Ejekum Kufuor at his Peduasi residence. Discussions focused on campaign decorum, messaging, and strategies to strengthen party structures for electoral victory. Speaking to journalists, Eugene Boakye said his vision for the party will be anchored on 5 key pillars.
My decision to seek the office of General Secretary is grounded in a clear sense of duty and a firm belief that the strength of our party depends on the strength of its structures, the unity of its members, and the confidence of its grassroots. If given the mandate, my focus will be on 5 key thematic areas. First is to strengthen and energize our grassroots. That's the base of the party. 2 is to modernize our internal operations to reflect the demands of today's political environment. And finally, position our party strongly for the future. I'm offering myself to serve with commitment, humility, and a clear understanding of the responsibility that comes with that office.
The entourage later paid a courtesy call on former President Akufo-Addo, where similar engagement was held behind closed doors. Eugene Boakye says he will in the coming weeks tour the country to engage party members and rally support for his bid. Stanley Niblew, TV3 News, Accra.
Ghana and Ukraine have agreed to stop the illegal recruitment of Ghanaian nationals who end up fighting for Russia in the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war. During a working visit to Ukraine by Ghana's Foreign Affairs Minister, it was revealed that over 200 Ghanaians are suspected to have joined the Russian fighting forces after they were lured by criminal networks who promised them high-paying jobs. Foreign Affairs Minister Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa expressed optimism about the release of 2 Ghanaians captured as prisoners of war by Ukraine.
So I'm pleased with the discussion so far about the release of our 2 prisoners of war. Let me use this opportunity to assure the Ukrainian people that the Africans who have found themselves here in this war are not sanctioned by African government. They are not sanctioned by the government of Ghana. I can speak for President Mahama and I can speak for the government of Ghana that these are victims of criminal networks who were lured by the dark web, and a lot of them have told us that they were offered jobs. They were told that they were coming here to do decent work. They have no security background, no military background. They have not been trained, and they were just lured and then deceived and put on the front lines. And I want to commend the Ukrainian government, particularly the president of Ukraine, President Volodymyr Zelensky, who has ensured that all of these captured prisoners of war, international law has been respected. We have received reports that they are in good health. They have not been tortured. They have not suffered any inhumane treatment since they were captured. And I really want to commend President Zelensky and my good brother Andrei for the respect of international law and not violating the rights of these prisoners of war. I must also emphasize that if we did not take this action, the potential is that there will be exchange. That is the real possibility. There will be exchange, and that means they will go back to the Russian side, and Russia may deploy them again on the battlefront. And they may not be lucky to be captured alive. They may be killed.
You're watching News 360. We still have business, sports, Entertainment and more news coming to you after this break. Don't go away.
I love President Charcoal. Why?
When there are so many other charcoal toothpaste.
That's both charcoal and lemon.
Oh, does it?
Yes. Look right here.
Yes. Pepsodent Charcoal has two of nature's powerful whitening ingredients. With the power of activated charcoal and lemon essence, it removes stains and whitens teeth naturally.
Convinced?
Well, I am. Just look at your beautiful Pepsodent smiles. For naturally whiter teeth, Pepsodent Charcoal.
Why are more and more professionals choosing Flamingo paint?
As an interior decorator, I aim for that beautiful, elegant look. Flamingo paint.
It's that time of the year when Media General transforms into Ghana's cultural hub, and this year we're taking it to another level. Our Ghana village is bigger and better. So much to experience, eat, drink, buy, do and learn every single day. And there's more. The Ghana Month Expedition offers 3 nights and 4 days of pure, unforgettable fun touring the best part of the Eastern, Ashanti and Central regions from the 19th to the 22nd of March. And on the 28th March, all roads lead to the Legon City Mall for your favorite food event, the 3FM Gobe Festival. But that's not all. All throughout March, our screens and dials celebrate everything that makes us proud. Our shows, music, movies, festivals, history, traditions, and more. Welcome to a truly incomparable and totally immersive Ghana Month 2026. Ghana Month launches on all Media General platforms on Monday, 2nd March 2026 at 10 a.m. It's that time of the year when Media General transforms into Ghana's cultural hub, and this year we're taking it to another level. Our Ghana village is bigger and better. So much to experience, eat, drink, buy, do and learn every single day. And there's more. The Ghana Month Expedition offers 3 nights and 4 days of pure, unforgettable fun touring the best part of the Eastern, Ashanti and Central regions from the 19th to the 22nd of March. And on the 28th March, all roads lead to the Legon City Mall for your favorite food event, the 3FM Gobe Festival. But that's not all. All throughout March, our screens and dials celebrate everything that makes us proud. Our shows, music, movies, festivals, history, traditions, and more. Welcome to a truly incomparable and totally immersive Ghana Month 2026. Ghana Month launches on all Media General platforms on Monday, 2nd March 2026 at 10 a.m. It's that time of the year when Media General transforms into Ghana's cultural hub, and this year we're taking it to another level. Our Ghana village is bigger and better. So much to experience, eat, drink, buy, do and learn every single day. And there's more. The Ghana Month Expedition offers 3 nights and 4 days of pure, unforgettable fun touring the best part of the Eastern, Ashanti and Central regions from the 19th to the 22nd of March. And on the 28th March, all roads lead to the Legon City Mall for your favorite food event, the 3FM Gobe Festival. But that's not all. All throughout March, our screens and dials celebrate everything that makes us proud. Our shows, music, movies, festivals, history, traditions, and more. Welcome to a truly incomparable and totally immersive Ghana Month 2026. Ghana Month launches on all Media General platforms on Monday, 2nd March 2026 at 10 a.m. It's that time of the year when Media General transforms into Ghana's cultural hub, and this year we're taking it to another level. Our Ghana village is bigger and better. So much to experience, eat, drink, buy, do and learn every single day. And there's more. The Ghana Month Expedition offers 3 nights and 4 days of pure, unforgettable fun touring the best part of the Eastern, Ashanti and Central regions from the 19th to the 22nd of March. And on the 28th March, all roads routes lead to the Legon City Mall for your favorite food event, the 3FM Gobe Festival. But that's not all. All throughout March, our screens and dials celebrate everything that makes us proud. Our shows, music, movies, festivals, history, traditions, and more. Welcome to a truly incomparable and totally immersive Ghana Month 2026. Ghana Month launches on all media general platforms on Monday, 2nd March 2026 at 10 a.m. It's that time of the year when Media General transforms into Ghana's cultural hub, and this year we're taking it to another level. Our Ghana
Hello there, good evening and welcome to the business segment here on News 360. I am Michael Obodu. Now, the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers Ghana, COPEC, is projecting marginal increases in petrol and diesel prices in the first pricing window of March 2026, while liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, is expected to record a slight drop. The Chamber, in its latest report, cites increasing international crude prices.
The Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, COPEC, says petrol prices could increase by about 3.59%, while diesel is projected to rise by 1.52%. Liquefied petroleum gas, however, is expected to decline marginally by about 1.57% across fuel stations. COPEC attributes the projected increases mainly to rising international fuel prices despite a slight appreciation of the Ghana cedi against the US dollar during the current pricing window. Based on the projections, petrol is expected to sell between 11 cedis 80 pesos and 13 cedis per litre, while diesel could range between 12 cedis 73 pesos and 14 cedis per litre. LPG is projected to sell between 11 cedis 48 pesos and 12 cedis 69 pesos per kilogram. Executive Secretary of COPEC, Duncan Amwa, is however urging oil marketing companies to maintain stable prices to avoid placing additional financial pressure on consumers.
Now, the Chief Executive Officer of Dalex Finance, Joe Jackson, says government must ensure the various building blocks for the 24-hour economy policy are firmly in place before the policy is rolled out. Speaking at a business summit by the Wisconsin International University College, he opined that the importance of the policy is its effective implementation.
CEO of Dalex Finance, Joe Jackson, indicated that the 24-hour economy is a bold attempt to change Ghana's development trajectory. He was of the view that government must accommodate constructive criticism and feedback that would help ensure the success of the policy.
It's important for all of us to remember this, that it's not about where we are today. It's about where we want to be tomorrow. So if you ask me to explain the 24-hour economy to your grandfather in the village, I would say the 24-hour economy is a bold attempt to change Ghana so that his grandchildren will prosper.
On his part, Head of Innovation, Partnerships and Markets, Dr. Ishmael Ni Dodu, said every nation has to be built through private sector ingenuity, with government creating the enabling platform and ensuring persons given state funds as business support are held accountable.
We cannot make it happen if we are not incentivizing the private sector today. So there are a number of incentives that we're going to. One, incentives around shifts. Anyone that will do shift system. Incentives around export orientation. Incentives around importing industrial machines for manufacturing. But one of the things we are also doing is that we are sure that we want the technology to also exist here in this country.
President of the university, who doubles as chairman of the Public Services Commission, Dr. Lawrence Kenai, implored students to develop a good attitude to work beyond just their quest to acquire degrees.
Our philosophy is grounded in practical, industry-oriented training that prepares students not merely to seek jobs, but to create value and respond intelligently to emerging economic realities.
Now, fire outbreaks remain a serious concern across residential, commercial, and industrial spaces in Ghana. Safety data shows that between 60 and 80% of fire-related fatalities are caused not by flames, but by smoke and toxic gases. That reality is what Nexans Cable Metal Ghana says its new product, Low Smoke Anti-Counterfeit, is designed to address.
According to Nexans Cable Metal Ghana, the new low-smoke cables are engineered to significantly reduce smoke emissions and limit the release of toxic and corrosive gases when exposed to high temperatures.
We have innovated the cable. We've put some special ingredients in the compound to ensure that when there is fire outbreak, it retards the flow of the flame. That is the first thing. It doesn't support propagation of the flames. It also emits low smoke. But the smoke that comes out, you see it to be white and it's visible. This enables you to, evacuate in an office or in a building.
Each cable comes embedded with authentication technology, allowing customers to instantly verify its authenticity by scanning it with the Nexans app. Alexander Kwakopom is the CEO of Nexans Cable Metal Ghana Limited.
With the Nexans app, you scan the cable, not the label, not the wrapper. You scan the cable itself, and it will authenticate to you that indeed this is Nexans certified, qualified, low smoke anti-counterfeit cable. If it is not, you will know. Even after the cable has been laid in your building, you can still scan the cable itself to authenticate that indeed it is Nexans low smoke anti-counterfeit cable.
The Executive Secretary of the Energy Commission, Adwoasewa Bonzi, highlighted that the new product launch aligns with strengthening the regulations governing electrical wiring cables and accessories in Ghana. The Ghana National Fire Service welcomed the innovation, citing the economic and human cost of fire outbreaks.
We'll bring you updates now from the currency and the commodities market. And that'll be all for today's edition of the business segment here on News 360. I am Michael Obodu. Up next, the sports.
It's that time of the year when Media General transforms into Ghana's cultural hub, and this year we're taking it to another level. Our Ghana village is bigger and better. So much to experience, eat, drink, buy, do and learn every single day. And there's more. The Ghana Month Expedition offers 3 nights and 4 days of pure, unforgettable fun touring the best part of the Eastern, Ashanti and Central regions from the 19th to the 22nd of March. And on the 28th March, all roads lead to the Legon City Mall for your favorite food event, the 3FM Gobe Festival. But that's not all. All throughout March, our screens and dials celebrate everything that makes us proud. Our shows, music, movies, festivals, history, traditions, and more. Welcome to a truly incomparable and totally immersive Ghana Month 2026. Ghana Month launches on all Media General platforms on Monday, 2nd March 2026 at 10 a.m. It's It's that time of the year when Media General transforms into Ghana's cultural hub, and this year we're taking it to another level. Our Ghana village is bigger and better. So much to experience, eat, drink, buy, do and learn every single day. And there's more. The Ghana Month Expedition offers 3 nights and 4 days of pure, unforgettable fun touring. The best part of the Eastern, Ashanti and Central regions from the 19th to the 22nd of March. And on the 28th March, all roads lead to the Legon City Mall for your favorite food event, the 3FM Gobe Festival. But that's not all. All throughout March, our screens and dials celebrate everything that makes us proud. Our shows, music, movies, festivals, history, traditions, and more. Welcome to a truly incomparable and totally immersive Ghana Month 2026. Ghana Month launches on all Media General platforms on Monday, 2nd March 2026 at 10 a.m. It's that time of the year when Media General transforms into Ghana's cultural hub, and this year we're taking it to another level. Our Ghana village is bigger and better. So much to experience, eat, drink, buy, do and learn every single day. And there's more. The Ghana Month Expedition offers 3 nights and 4 days of pure, unforgettable fun touring. The best part of the Eastern, Ashanti and Central regions from the 19th to the 22nd of March. And on the 28th March, all roads lead to the Legon City Mall for your favorite food event, the 3FM Gobe Festival. But that's not all. All throughout March, our screens and dials celebrate everything that makes us proud. Our shows, music, movies, festivals, history, traditions, and more. Welcome to a truly incomparable and totally immersive Ghana Month 2026. Ghana Month launches on all Media General platforms on Monday, 2nd March 2026 at 10 a.m. It's that time of the year when Media General transforms into Ghana's cultural hub, and this year we're taking it to another level. Our Ghana village is bigger and better. So much to experience, eat, drink, buy, do and learn every single day. And there's more. The Ghana Month Expedition offers 3 nights and 4 days of pure, unforgettable fun touring. The best part of the Eastern, Ashanti and Central regions from the 19th to the 22nd of March. And on the 28th March, all roads lead to the Legon City Mall for your favorite food event, the 3FM Gobe Festival. But that's not all. All throughout March, our screens and dials celebrate everything that makes us proud. Our shows, music, movies, festivals, history, traditions, and more. Welcome to a truly incomparable and totally immersive Ghana Month 2026. Ghana Month launches on all Media General platforms on Monday, 2nd March 2026 at 10 a.m. It's that time of the year when Media General transforms into Ghana's cultural hub, and this year we're taking it to another level. Our Ghana village is bigger and better. So much to experience, eat, drink, buy, do and learn every single day. And there's more. The Ghana Month Expedition offers 3 nights and 4 days of pure, unforgettable fun touring. The best part of the Eastern, Ashanti and Central regions from the 19th to the 22nd of March. And on 28th March, all roads lead to the Legon City Mall for your favorite food event, the 3FM Gobe Festival. But that's not all. All through
Africa Center of Excellence in Pram Pram. Black Stars Performance Enhancement Coach John Paintsel and Uganda Youth Coach Lai Kinson are among 20 participants for the course. My colleague Akosu Eje has more in the following report.
Nearly 20 years after it was last held in Ghana, the CAF License A course has returned, offering a valuable opportunity for 16 men and 4 women to earn the continent's second highest coaching qualification. The program aligns with the Confederation of African Football's updated coaching standards, which mandates that senior national team head coaches possess either a License A or CAF Pro certification. Instructor and Pro License coach Hesterin Deru highlighted the long-term impact of the training, emphasizing how the knowledge and expertise gained will benefit the coaches and the wider football landscape.
Coach education is always very important because that is educating the next generation and improving players, improving teams. So good coach education will bring up good prepared players, but also will improve the level of the Premier League, First Division and all the divisions below it. Good coaches make better teams.
FA Technical Director Professor Joseph Minta noted that the timing of the course is ideal, describing it as a crucial step towards strengthening the capacity of coaches.
So this has come at the right time to build their capacity and to enable them to be able to occupy the highest position in terms of our coaching levels. So those in the national teams were the focus first, so that they can, meet the requirement in order to meet the CAF demands and requirements.
Participants also shared insight into the lessons and practical experience they've acquired so far.
We are here to learn, acquire new different knowledge and also add it to what we have.
In the next call up for the national team, we are ready for the job. Yeah, they have seen that we are ready.
But one thing that I've learned so far is football fitness with ball. So it helps the coaches to inculcate whatever your style of play into fitness.
Overall, this initiative is expected to significantly boost football development in Ghana by equipping coaches with the skills needed to nurture future talents and manage clubs and national teams effectively.
Well, let's now move to women's football, where Ghana's seniors women's national team, the Black Queens, have arrived in the United Arab Emirates to participate in the 2025 Pink Ladies Cup. The team touched down in the early hours of Wednesday as they intensify preparations for the upcoming 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations, scheduled to take place in Morocco next month. Or you can get some more updates on our social media pages at 3 Sports GH. My name is Oreku Ampofo.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kale Charcoal toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant.
evening. I'm Esiedua Afeni. It's time to dive into some scoop in the world of entertainment. Experienced Ghanaian actor Fred Amugi has revealed that his journey into acting began in 1969 on the theatre stage, a foundation he says has shaped him into the actor many Ghanaians admire. According to him, the discipline and intensity of stage performance played a key role in refining his talent and influencing how audiences see him.
In 1969, on the stage, and the stage is what I would say shaped me into how people see me now.
Speaking on the afternoon show, Fred Amugi explained that, unlike film acting, stage performance demands constant alertness and precision, as there are no second chances once the curtain rises. He emphasized that performing live before an audience sharpens both the mind and emotions of an actor.
The stage makes you alert all the time. You can't afford to just mess up with your lines. Unlike you and I know, cut, then we rejoin and we move on. You can't do that with the stage. So every time it opens your mind, it opens your heart to whatever you are doing, because you are live on stage and your audience is live right there with you. So it motivates you all the time to do your best.
Despite decades of experience, the veteran actor says he is never fully satisfied with his performances.
I don't remember seeing myself in my last production telling myself I'm satisfied. Every time I tell myself, hey, if I were given another chance to do this, I think I would do better than this. And that is what keeps me going.
When asked whether he has ever forgotten his lines on stage, Amugi responded candidly, admitting that it is part of the theatrical experience.
If it hasn't happened to you before, then you haven't been through the stage. It happens to everybody.
In more entertainment stories, versatile singer and lonely hit maker Jalid has revealed that high-life legend Amachi Dede remains his ultimate dream collaborator. When asked about potential collaborations he hopes to pursue in future, Jalid indicated that working with Amachi Dede remains a major personal and professional goal. That's it for entertainment. I'm Esiedua Afeni.
And that's it for News 360. Thank you so much for your time. I am Portia Gabo.
I am Noble Crosby, and have a great evening. Bye-bye.